how to revise your endings. And yesterday, while I was out, you went through and revised your introductions, your leads, and your narrative stories, your realistic fiction narratives. Today, you've completed your types of verb quiz, and you're going to start looking at crafting quality endings. So your endings need to do all three of these things. Also, today, please be sure that you are taking notes. So grab your writer's notebook and have it out, and you can just label this skilled writers craft quality endings, just like it says right there at the top. Keep in mind the three things that your story must do. You have to keep in mind what your story is really about. Make sure the ending helps to show that. So your story is about your theme. What's the life lesson you're trying to teach your readers? Is it clear? Does it come out through your resolution, through tying your endings up? How do you really see how your theme is shown? You also want to pay attention to the structure of your story and make sure the ending fits that arc that we've been looking at with plot. So how has the character evolved? How has the character changed? How has he or she become a better or worse person? And then also you want to look at how is your plot developed? Where's your climax? And have you hit a falling action and a resolution? Remember, your rubric requires that you tie up loose ends in some way. So your ending cannot end at your climax. It cannot be a cliffhanger. Thinking about Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. So we've looked at Harry Potter a couple times this year, talked back about his story and the things that we like about how J.K. Rowling writes. But with Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone, which is the first book, the ending highlights the big thing that the story is about, the power of love. So with that first book, at the beginning, Harry doesn't feel like he has any friends or anybody who cares or wants to be around him. But by the end of the Sorcerer's Stone, he has Hermione and Ron to rely on, to care and to help care and love for him, just like all the other teachers at Hogwarts. He's also happy and confident in the end. So he's changed that internal conflict. That internal conflict is no longer there, where he is miserable and upset and he doesn't feel like he really is with everybody and able to do everything. And even though this comes back to those that wanted to do cliffhangers, even though it is a series and there is a sequel, there's still some things that are being wrapped up. He now has friends, which is something he's always wished for, he's always wanted. So you can have a story that's going to continue on, but you need to at least wrap some things up. Looking at Late Spring Old Forge, how Late Spring Old Forge ends. This was the story you read for your pre-test. Back at the house, Wyatt lay on his back and thought about the life of the bear in his own life, how differently they passed their days, and what it might mean for him to just live, to survive. The possibility occurred to him that many things he took for granted were excessive, even wasteful. Yet he still yearned for his television and still regretted missing the game. But he knew what he had seen distinguished him from his friends. This is his change. Wyatt's changing in this. He's realizing, like, maybe I don't need everything. Like, I miss it, yes, but I don't have to have it. So the possibility of something took shape in his mind, that a new kind of hero, an explorer, a naturalist, a scientist, a thinker. Tomorrow he would go back to the city. He might not become any of these things, but he would know their appeal. He congratulated himself. This is our theme. So we've shown our character changing, and now we're showing the theme, the life lesson that we want our readers to see in the story. You need to make sure that you're doing that in your story. How are you tying it together? How are you making sure your theme is clear, your change in character is clear at the end? So remember, today, as you're revising your endings, I want you to go in and I want you to change to suggesting mode at the top so that I can see everything that you have done while I've been out of town. Also, remember, I will be checking in with you while I am out of town. So be prepared to see some little comments from me over the next few days as I'm looking through your stories. Have a great rest of your day and be good for the sub. Oh, stop.